This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
Good morning and welcome to Volusia Today. My name is Michael Ryan and I will be your host this morning for Volusia's only and best original news source. You like what I did there?
I loved it, Michael.
That sounded so much better in my head in the car. I am joined today by my co-host, Clayton, and Maggie. Sorry, Maggie. I hesitated there. I know your name. And we're going to talk a little bit about Volusia County news this morning. And thank you, Chantel, Chantel is your title producer. What is your title?
On-air personality and producer.
Have we talked about Chantel yet? We have a new on-air personality and producer. When are you on air? Are you going to
mornings from 6:30?
When are you on air on this show, bro?
Oh, never.
Oh, okay.
No.
So she's just we have a brand new producer. So and she's doing an amazing job. We just wanted to welcome her to the show. Clayton, it was a busy week with the council meeting.
Yes, it was. It was a good meeting. There were some things that went on. One of the highlights we definitely want to cover is that the county council did approve of the new bargaining agreement with our Volusia County Corrections Union.
Yeah, that was a long time coming. A big deal. Do you have any details?
I got a few details I'd like to share with everybody. Obviously the base pay, there's some increase in that for our correctional officers, our senior correction officers, and our sergeants. The base pay actually is going up per hour, $1.75 for the correction officers, $2 an hour for the senior COs and sergeants. And any of those current officers that pay would actually, the pay difference in that would actually be retroactive to September 30th. So, that's just another initiative to show some, love to our correction officers. They do an outstanding job. We have a new corrections director, Joe DeMore. He's been with the county, I'd say 7-8 months, something like that. He's doing a wonderful job. Actually, the union president actually gave him a shout out while he was speaking to council. Saying
How often does that happen? Right?
But that was amazing. That's showing, the uniformity, collaboration, and, the end goal of everything is, community welfare, keep the staff safe and keep the inmates safe as well. So it's a win-win all around. Actually, in October 1st of this year, there'll be not pay advancements, but higher rates of starting pay for some of those correctional officers that have verified full-time experience from maybe other counties or other law enforcement. So definitely, if you are listening or you know somebody who may be interested in a career in corrections, definitely check out volusia.org/corrections. We actually pay for the academy. Go through that, you get on-the-job training, and really just straight out of high school, 18 years of age older, and I've kind of helped them on their recruitment stuff. And basically I say, well, pretty much once you're 18 years of age and you don't have a felony on your record, you probably should apply if you're interested. And they said, well, there's a little bit more than that, but in a nutshell. So when I talk to people, I'm like, hey, if you meet 18 and over and you have a clean record and you're interested, give them a shout. I
mean, it's a tough job, right, out there, and shout out to them for getting to this point with the agreement. It's a big deal, and it's a hard job. I think the new agreement demonstrates the county's commitment to the men and women who work in the jail force, and county administration, human resources, and obviously the county council. So that was a big deal to get this far, and that really is. I mean, it's a tough job. We know a couple people who work out there, but it's also a really good beginning of a career for somebody like you said who's just getting out of high school or has been out a year or two and is looking for some direction. It is a good entryway into potential law enforcement later on down the line. So good for them.
And I know a lot of the promotions they do out there that have all been internal promotions. I think everybody who's a captain or below has actually been promoted internally within the corrections division.
Yeah, that's a big. And Joe, like you said, Joe's been around about 5 or 6, 7 months or something like that, and is doing an amazing job. I think he's really turned around, or at least created the beginnings of turning around the morale. And again, what's a very tough environment out there. He seems to be very popular amongst the staff and the people who work for him, as well as the union. And that's what we were kind of talking about that in the beginning.
It's great to have a nice boss like you, Michael.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Maggie, that's a great lead into you. Like you can now tell me I'm a nice boss also.
Okay, yeah, no,
because you've not done that today.
Love working for Michael.
Maggie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. We missed you at that midnight council meeting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was sleeping in my bed, I'm not going to lie.
It was very exciting. We also, actually, it was very exciting because we welcomed a new economic development director. Maggie, do you know anything about him? What's his name?
His name is Lou Paris. I know he used to work for Stetson, but that's really all I know.
You're just giving a Stetson shout out because you're a Stetson
I
grad.
am. Yeah, go Hats, man. I'm a big Stetson fan and went to Stetson, graduated. I loved it. So
good for you. Good for you. He does come with a wealth of knowledge and, like you said, an academic background that I think will be welcomed into our economic development division. So welcome, Lou. We look forward to working with you.
I think it's like international experience too.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that that's
I
awesome.
Say Germany was.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
I don't know if Clayton, were you watching? Did you catch the speech when he got confirmed?
Yes.
And he talked about, I forget the number, but he's lived in 15 countries or something like that, and it was pretty moving. He said he specifically chose to come back to DeLand and Stetson and chose Volusia County to be his home. So I can't think of a better person to come in and take the economic development division forward. I think there's a lot of stuff that he can be doing, and he's probably the person to get him there.
Yeah, and I liked how he talked about making this community better for his children. That way they come back to live here, and I think that's what that's why I'm here too. Yeah. Like I will make sure that my children, they may go off to college, but I hope they find a way to settle back here with us.
Clayton, on Monday during the council meeting, we also had a retirement, and we also had one right before that. Wade Roach retired after 34 years with Road and Bridge. And was spoke very highly of by his family was there, and spoke very highly of by his supervisors. And I tell you what, anybody who puts 35 years into anywhere at this point is an impressive number. Tell me about Earl Farmer, who also retired.
Well, he was with our Water and Resource Utilities Division, and he actually also retired from the Army National Guard as a first sergeant. So, wow, that is incredible right there. So, 2 different retirements, and, again, like you said, they could not say enough nicer words about him.
Yeah. Earl also had quite a bit of family in the house when his retirement got recognized.
Yeah, was it the one that said he's got a new boss now?
Yeah.
That's his wife.
Yeah, that played really well. So I tell you what, guys, that's enough of a council meeting for me, unless you guys have anything more to say about that. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some summer camp activities.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Volusia Today, a public information program brought to you by the County of Volusia. So we're still in mid to late February, but summer is right around the corner, so it's never too early to go ahead and start thinking about what the county has going on this summer. And our Community Assistance Division, we're actually starting to recruit for summer food program sites. What that is churches, nonprofits, social service agencies, any agency or organization as such who'd like to help feed children during the summer. We're actually starting to go ahead and accept application for those. And we provide all the food, the training. There's absolutely no cost to any organization that would like to participate. It is a wonderful program. Again, I've said this a few times, I actually came from the Community Assistance Division, helped run the program for a few years. And essentially it is a program that while school is out of session for the summer, where children 18 years of age or younger can go to one of these sites and they can get a breakfast, and lunch at absolutely no cost. And there's no registration, there's no income requirements, anything like that. It is absolutely a beautiful program. The children receive free and nutritious and healthy meals. So it's a win-win. And also, the cost of food, it's slowed down a little bit, but it's still pretty high up there. I hear my wife complaining all the time about the cost of groceries. So, hey, the parents out there during the summer, not only is a way to help benefit your child through nutrition, but also save a little bit of household income. So, if you are interested in operating a summer food camp, please call 386-736-5956, and our dedicated staff will be glad to talk more about the program, what it takes to be a site, and again, it is a wonderful program. And more information about this year's program once the sites have been identified, we'll be covering that here in a couple of months. But we just want to get that out there that recruitment for sites is now open. So, Maggie, is there something else going on in the summer?
Yeah, there is. Great transition. Talking about kids in summer, it's not too early to start thinking about summer camp. I never went to summer camp as a kid, and I kind of regret it. I think it looks
No, you totally
so
look like a summer
fun.
camp kid.
I know. I feel like I should have been a
yes,
counselor.
totally.
I would have loved it, but never went.
I will give you a confession. I was a summer camp counselor my last year of college, up in Western Massachusetts, and I got to tell you, it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. I did scuba diving and ropes courses and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I never got to experience that, and that, man, I'm so jealous of that. But if your kids are interested in summer camp, the March 1st it opens up online registration. So if anyone wants to check that out, you can go to volusia.org/recreation and get them signed up so they don't miss out like I did, because that was really sad. I feel really left out. But if you're looking for something a little bit sooner, spring break camp is coming up. It's going to be March 25th through the 28th. Every single day from 7:30 to 5:30. It is $80 for the 4 days, but they get to do all sorts of cool stuff. They get multiple field trips. I think they're taking a trip to the movie theater, and maybe to a pool, I think I heard. And they get to do all sorts of arts and crafts and fun things outside. So it sounds like a super great experience. So if you're looking for a way for your kids to stay active during spring break, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah, and there's limited spots available. So if you're interested, I better get on that
hop on it.
sooner than later.
God, you guys jumped straight from February 23rd to like summer already. You skipped it.
We're dreaming about that warmer weather
I'm
already.
ready for the warmer weather.
Yeah, me too.
It's a little chilly outside.
Maggie, if I don't want to wait till the spring or the summer to get outside, is there something I can do at the LEC? Is there a festival coming up?
Yeah, not this weekend, the following weekend on March 9th. There's the Wildlife Festival happening at the Lionia Environmental Center. I actually went over there yesterday and checked out all the new stuff they have going on. They have a new touch tank, which, do you guys know what the touch tank is?
No, tell us.
It's really cool. It's a little freaky though to see them that up close. They had sea urchins and starfish and all sorts of stuff that you can actually pick up and touch and play with, and they let you kind of interact with the animals a little bit, which was really, really cool. They have all sorts of wildlife, snakes, lizards, you name it, they've got it. And then they have the trail, so you can go out in the Lionia Preserve and walk around and see the scrub jays, and we actually got to see a couple yesterday, which was really
That's
fun.
really cool.
Yeah.
Now, did I hear that? Is it you or Heather who has a irrational fear of snakes?
Me.
Oh, okay, so you.
Yeah, we went over there yesterday, and I took some videos, and I was like, I'm going to stay on the other side. I'm just going to zoom.
So we can't coerce you into holding a snake for a photo op?
Absolutely not.
No?
I will leave in tears. It will not end well.
Yeah.
You'll never see me again, and that will be the end of it.
I always say that all snakes are poisonous, and my daughter always corrects me and says venomous, and then corrects me that no, they're not, actually. But yeah, every one of them are evil and will kill you for sure. Like they will hunt you down and kill you, and you'll never live.
Yeah, that, like spiders, the whole 9 yards.
No, I'm with you.
But the
on
people
that.
who are into it, power to you. I wish I could, but it scares the living bejesus out of me, that's for sure.
So people who are interested can go touch them.
Yeah, they can go check it out. Yeah, they bring the snakes out, and you can actually interact with them, pet them. It was cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool for someone who liked snakes. Maybe not me, but it was really cool to see.
It is great. How much is the center?
It's free.
It is free. I'm sorry, you can say it louder.
It's completely free.
Free.
Yeah.
Enunciate that.
Yeah, it's a totally free program. It's cool. They even have a spot for all of the pollinators to come. They call it the pollinator garden, and you can actually see they have like little bees, and you'll see the hummingbirds and stuff. It's
That's
actually
super
really
cool.
cool to see up close.
That is super. Did you know it was here before you started working here?
I did not. I had no idea. I went over there, I think like my second week to meet with the team, and it was so cool to see. I had no idea we had all that accessible to children and for anyone of age to go check it out. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing to me how many services and programs Volusia County offers that people just don't know about.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's kind of why we're here and why we exist and why we have a radio show is to talk about that kind of stuff.
And not just that, there's something that's going to be coming in March to better inform people what is available through the county
Oh my God,
government.
you're brave. You're going to put yourself on a deadline. I can't believe you threw out a date. What would that be? Let me ask you this. Is there a new tool in which I can get more information from my county?
A new tool that's going to be coming around the corner is going to be our Volusia County Community Newsletter. We're going to be starting that. We're hoping to shoot out our first edition is sometime in March. Again, so I didn't hold us to an actual date.
Yeah.
But we are looking to shoot the first edition out sometime in March, and probably in a week or so, we're going to start promoting how our residents can sign up for that.
Yeah, within the next couple of days, all you have to do is visit volusia.org. Volusia.org.
Yes,
Did I get that right?
volusia.org. Yes.
Hi, I'm the communications director.
The new.
Volusia.org, and within the next couple of days, next week sometime, Maggie, is that right? Next week,
Yep.
we will have a link up, and you can sign up for the new e-newsletter. And once a month, sometime, probably about the middle of the month or so, you'll receive an email update that will provide all kinds of information about Volusia County programs and services, and the LEC Wildlife Festival and stuff like that. So please visit. The name, Maggie, what was the name?
News you can use.
Yeah, Volusia County's news you can use. So, which I think is pretty fitting for what it is and what we're going to do. So please visit the website next week and sign up for that. Speaking of news, Clayton, we just wrapped up one of the biggest events in Daytona last week.
Oh, the 500? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I watched it. I actually caught the very end of it. And, I like NASCAR, but I don't understand all the rules and everything. I mean, if you live in Volusia County, you have to have some interest in NASCAR.
Right.
Come on now.
My wife that day woke up and she was a NASCAR fan for like 24 hours. And we watched the entire race that night. I've never seen her watch a race ever.
But the ending confused me a little bit, but the announcers did a good job explaining. You had to read a little bit online, but it was a wonderful event. Sadly, the weather on Sunday didn't cooperate, so they did have to move the race to Monday. But still, the stands are packed. People are having a good time. And, we also want to give a shout out and kudos to our airport.
Yes.
That is an extremely, extremely busy time of year for them. A lot of people coming in, then a lot of people flying out. So to manage that influx of passengers and to keep them happy. Because, again, customer service is number one priority for our airport. And the number of initiatives that they do out there is second to none.
It's just a beautiful facility.
It really is.
It's like a fun place to go take a flight out of. And I don't know where else you can fly out. You can park and walk like 100 steps and be inside the terminal. That may be an exaggeration, but it's really close is the point. And it's just a beautiful, easy place to fly in and out of. Did you see the bootleg pictures of Michael Jordan's plane?
I did not.
I don't. Yeah. So he's involved in NASCAR, and he was in town. Apparently, I don't know. I got all this from the internet, so trust it as much as you will. But the plane was pretty cool, and then supposedly he has a boat that coincides with it somewhere in South Florida. That was pretty bomb. So I can just imagine the celebrities they see come through that airport. I think next year I'm just going to go hang out in the lobby and see who walks through the day before.
Hey, we could take the show on the road.
Yeah, you're a big NASCAR fan, Maggie?
I grew up watching it, but I've kind of lost touch with it over the years. It kind of gives me a little bit of a heart attack watching them go around that fast.
Yeah,
I'm a little terrified that one of them's gives me a little bit.
Yeah, there was
fear.
a bad wreck at the very end. That's why I kind of threw out the ending. I was like, what actually happened here?
Yeah, but it is kind of cool to watch. And have you ever seen it in person?
Yeah.
It is so fast, and it's like you can feel those cars coming at you. Like you feel the wind, you feel the pressure, and I can only imagine being behind the wheel. I'd be freaking out, but it is really cool to watch.
We used to do the infield at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, and it was great. You can't hear anything, and just the environment there is cool. I actually took my dad one year there, and we did just finish line tickets, and so that was great. God, you walk away, you smell like cars and rubber and oil, stuff. But it's all part of the event and stuff. I tell you, this is my first time to be living so close. We moved to Port Orange, Clayton, last summer, and I went out on Monday night. You remember it got delayed, and it was a Monday night race. And went out on Monday evening. It was mowing my yard, and it was the first time I could hear the races, and like down the street from me. And it was far enough away to where it was like really cool. I kind of fanboyed out a little bit when I was mowing.
Hey, one year the blimp flew over my house. I went in Port Orange too, and I saw that blimp. I was like taking pictures, putting it on my Facebook, sending all my friends, family back in Kentucky, making them a little jealous.
Yeah. And what about the Thunderbirds a couple days before? They were around, I saw them the first day, Thursday or Friday.
They're incredible. It scared the crap out of me, but absolutely incredible to watch. It is so cool.
I don't remember what night it was. They were flying over our house, like practicing for like the entire evening. It was very, very cool. So anyway, I don't think you can ever underestimate the impact of what that does for Daytona and Volusia County. My wife, who grew up here, she was also giddy, and so for us to be that close, it was really cool. So anyway, all right, well, I tell you what, let's get away from NASCAR for a bit. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and talk about more Volusia County news.
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions, plus off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store and Google Play.
All right, good morning and welcome back to Volusia Today. We've been talking about all sorts of things going on all over the county this morning, and I know that there's some cool stuff going on with Vo-Ride. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Clayton?
Absolutely. I love Vo-Ride. Been working with Bobby King, Jake Lunsford, Ralph Hessler in the Transit Service Division. Hopefully, if I'm doing my job right, everybody in the DeWand area knows about Vo-Ride. It actually launched in December, so we're a few months into the program, and just earlier this week, I checked in with them saying, hey, how are things going? And they said, we're seeing increased ridership every week. And they said, and reviews that we're receiving are spectacular. I said, what type of reviews, what ratings were you getting? They said that they've had over 950 trip reviews, and 94% of those reviews have received a flawless 5 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
And Maggie, I used that word flawless from your social media post yesterday. That was beautifully done.
Thank you.
So that right there, it shows that, hey, more and more people, word of mouth is also a powerful marketing tool that people are saying, hey, this is legit. It's literally $2. There's no gimmick. There's no $2 and then maybe a surcharge per mile. It's literally $2 per ride. And again, if somebody's elderly, they're a young child, they're disabled, there's actually a discounted fare as well. So, just kind of want to throw that out there that if you're in the DeWand area and you haven't tried Vo-Ride yet, we want you to. And we don't think you'll be disappointed because according to the riders who have already been taking trips, hey, over 950 trips reviewed and 94% have said perfect, 5 out of 5. And just a little teaser, we hopefully in April, Vo-Ride is looking to expand into additional areas of the county. So keep your eyes out on that and keep your ears too. We'll be covering that on the radio. So again, just want to shout out to the Transit Services Division for all the great work they've done in there. The Vo-Ride drivers, excellent customer service. So all around win-win. And with the success we've experienced in DeWand, we're looking to take the show elsewhere in Volusia County.
Clayton, for those who don't listen every week, which I'm sure they do, I'm sure we have a huge loyal following. But just in case we have a new listener this week, what is Vo-Ride?
Vo-Ride, it is a curb-to-curb ride-share initiative where you could be at your house and you're wanting to travel somewhere within the DeWand area. You download the Vo-Ride by Votran app, which is available on Android and Apple. It works very similar to other rideshare services where it shows where you're at. You put in a destination of your choosing. It will give you an ETA when they'll pick you up. They pick you up. They take you to your destination. Now, the difference in Vo-Ride compared to other popular rideshare services, and one reason why we're able to offer this service at such a low rate is because you may actually share your ride. It's a true ride share initiative. You may share your ride. Like I may be at my house. I'm going to go to eat somewhere in Port Orange. Well, it was in DeLand because
you got me excited.
Yeah. I was trying to do the thing where me and you were riding together, but we've been Port Orange. So I'm in DeLand. I'm going to go somewhere to eat. I'm at my house. I get on the app and they come pick me up. And on the way, they may actually make a detour and they come pick you up. And you're going to Walmart or somewhere. So it could be a direct point to point where you do not share your ride with others, but it could be where they pick up other passengers along the way. So, again, but literally $2 a ride. I mean,
bro, listen, for $2, I would ride share even with Maggie. I wouldn't even care where we were going. Me and you just
hurt her feelings.
Right around the land all weekend. I wouldn't even, for $2. Who cares, man? I tell you what, it's we don't really use the V word or the L word when we talk about VoRide, right? But it's a similar service, and I guarantee they don't have the same ratings that VoRide has.
Oh, it's 94%, 5 out of 5 stars.
Claim we only have about a minute and a half left. Tell us, speaking of transportation and special trips, you spent some time yesterday with EMS.
Oh, absolutely. Like the wonderful EMS division, a couple of their staff took to the road and they visited Manatee Cove Elementary School in Orange City. They did the Kid Smart program to 120 kindergarten students, and they talked about a variety of different safety issues. They talked about when and how to call 911, the importance of knowing your address, your phone number, pool safety, wearing a helmet when on your bike or scooter, dealing with wildlife. So it was amazing. They had a little animatronic ambulance called Boo Boo.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
So it actually
I'm sorry, the ambulance was called Boo Boo?
Boo Boo.
That's genius. I love that.
So they had it pop wheelies, sirens going off and all that, and the kids were just loving it. It was amazing, and it was just all around. And this is not just a one-stop shop. They still have about 15 more planned to do at various locations throughout the rest of the semester.
Good team over. Clayton, as we wrap it up in the last 30 seconds, give me 5 seconds of what are you doing this weekend?
Probably yard work.
Oh, wow. That's really romantic. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Maggie, tell me you got something better lined up.
Me and my fiance are going wedding venue shopping.
That's right, Clayton. You're mowing the yard and she's going wedding shopping. I think I'm going to hit up an arts festival in New Smyrna Beach on Saturday or Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Volusia County, get out and enjoy your county.